Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, enemies, and comrades, this is Fabrizio Romano. I'm coming to you again for a second video. This is titled Uhuru Kenyatta Leaving Azimio. Wow. Everybody, every blogger that I see around is trying to come up with reasons why, or think about reasons why Uhuru Kenyatta is leaving Azimio coalition. I think my last video was pretty clear, predicted all this. I said Uhuru Kenyatta does not need Azimio. This was a marriage of convenience between Jubilee Party and ODM. Jubilee only joined hands with ODM because at the time before the handshake, ODM, led by Raila Odinga, was and had the goodwill of the people. People were supporting Raila Odinga because he was championing most Kenyans' aspirations. Okay, we wanted historical justice, we want electoral justice, we wanted a better economy, security, better healthcare, quality education, and so forth, so forth. Okay, Uhuru Kenyatta tried to impose himself on Kenyans through an election that really wasn't recognized, an illegal election actually, and people decided to swear in Raila Odinga as the people's president. Raila turned his back and went to this. Before that, Raila, protested with the help of the people, the goodwill of the people, and actually crippled Uhuru's government. Uhuru could not govern, remember that, because everybody was protesting and there was economic sabotage by the protesters, which was going to bring down Uhuru's government. So Uhuru bought Raila, they shook hands. Raila shook hands against the will of the people. And from then on, he went quiet, saying nothing about all these aspirations that people had, that people looked up to him to deliver, the so-called Canaan. And that's when the goodwill of people left him, divorced from him. Okay? Now, Uhuru came to him so that he can neutralize the hardliners in his party. Because remember, once Uhuru Kenyatta shook hands with Raila, what was the next thing that happened? All the top lieutenants of the ODM were being jailed. The NRM members who were affiliated in the cause with ODM, they were not part of ODM, but they were affiliated with, they were in the same kind of fighting for the same thing at the time. Magona was forcefully exiled. Okay, these were the hardliners, the people who are really the engine that moved for this removal of Uhuru Kenyatta. Okay, so by him shaking hands with Raila, he obviously told Raila, like, hey, listen, we're gonna shake hands, I'm gonna give you money, but take care of those people who are really pushing for this government change. And Raila did that. He came in, shook hands with Uhuru Kenyatta, and one by one, ODM and all the resistance movements that were associated with them were slowly but surely taken down. Right? Uhuru, number one, Miguna was forcefully exiled. Kajwang, one of the lawyers, he was summoned to the courts and detained. I mean, they almost just killed him, whatever. But anyway, in short, they neutralized every hardliners in the opposition. Then then Kenyatta, sorry, not Kenyatta, but Odinga, Raila Odinga, started urging the people, hey, let's move forward. Kenya is bigger than me. Let's have peace, and that's how he used that rhetoric, these lies, telling us, oh, I'll bring Miguna back, don't worry about it. But he knew in his heart that he was not going to bring Miguna back. The whole point was the hardliners that were pushing for the removal of Uhuru Kenyatta's dictatorial rule were neutralized, forcefully exiled, some killed, some maimed, some jailed. Okay? So that was the main goal for Uhuru. Neutralize the hardliners, and I get to stay in power give Raila a carpet, a few bodyguards, money, and the attention that he's seeking. And he ruled for the 5 years. And within those 5 years, if you can remember, Raila never said anything about electoral justice. He never complained about Chebukati anymore. He never seek justice from Sando, justice for Baby Pendo, Baby Mora, the people who are jailed. Nothing. Never. He went to Kisumu and told us that he'll bring Miguna back. Never did. None of that, okay? None of that happened. After 5 years, Uhuru Kenyatta has finished his tenure in office. He's leaving. He has nothing to lose. I mean, he wanted to finish his 5 years. So he left. Okay? Now he does not need Raila. Okay? Because Raila is useless. Why doesn't he already did whatever he did, okay? He finished his rule, he's out of office. So why should he still remain in this Azimio outfit? Why? He has no use for them. He has already used them. So that's why he's leaving Azimio. It was a marriage of convenience, okay? Use Raila like a dirty rug, and after he gets dirty, you throw it away. So Raila has to fight his battle by himself. The problem is this. This time, he has to start from scratch. And this time, he doesn't have the goodwill of the Kenyan people. He has to do it from the scratch. Where he'll get the support, only God knows. The Baraza la Wananchi or Bunge la Wananchi is not enough clout to bring him support that will propel him to be a president in 2027. Raila is already 135 years old. Okay? Nobody really cares about him. You saw what happened in that parallel mandamano that he was trying to have. Nobody cares about what he has to offer. People are looking at him like, this guy comes with the same story every electioneering the year. Nimeibiwa kura, nimeibiwa kura. Sini hata wewe uibe jamani. And for how long are you going to cry this? I mean, it's the same script every day, like every elections, every day. Nimeibiwa kura, nimeibiwa kura. I don't know, people help them to, I don't know, we're tired of it. The last time when we really took it serious, we went to the court, you had a good ruling. After that, Uhuru tried to impose himself and we rejected him. And we went and swore you in as the people's president. And when we gave you the chair, the kiti, the chair, the power, what did you do? You betrayed all of us. Uhuru has used you. He doesn't need to be in Azimio anymore. That's why he's leaving. Azimio is falling apart, and all these Jubilee people, all the Sabina Chegas and all the corrupt tribalists are going to follow them. Now Uhuru will focus on Ruto. Why will he focus on Ruto? Because Ruto has the power. Like I said in my previous video, the reason why he will focus on Ruto is because Ruto is the only person who has the power to prosecute him if he wants to go that route. But I doubt Ruto will do that. So he doesn't need Azimio. Azimio will stand by himself. So Raila, you're on your own. You dug your own grave. You made your own bed. Lay in it. Peace.